All right. So, we're going to hold down the nose right here. And open up the canopy. There you go. And climb aboard, young man. Use your other foot. There you go. All right. Now leave it open. That's a sign that we're ready to go. When you close the canopy, if you have the canopies open, the tow pilot knows you're not ready to go, right? But when it's closed, you might be assuming that you're ready to go at any time. Okay, you remember how these work? That goes through there. That goes through there. And where's the other side here? Here we go. And it locks in. And now we will snug it up. All right, so why don't you go ahead and snug it up for yourself there so it's good and snug on across your lap. Okay, how did we get that backwards? I don't know. We have to undo it. Undo it. So you got a twist in these. Didn't notice that. All right, so go ahead and buckle it all back up again. You get it this time. No, it goes this way. Goes to that slot. There you go. Like that. And then pull the other one up. There you go. And buckle them up. Just push it in until it snaps, just like the car. There you go. Now cinch it down so that you're good and tight. Okay. Now let's get your shoulder straps. Cinch those down so they're good and tight on you. The other one. All right, so this is the trim. We want it full forward for flight, but since you probably have a hard time reaching that, I'm going to go ahead and pull it into our normal flight configuration, just because you have a hard time reaching it. You get your arms a little shorter. Normally, you'd want that full forward. I'll be going to be flying the tow, okay? All right. So I'll fly the tow, the takeoff and the tow. When we get up there, turn it over to you and let you do some flying. So have you done like flight simulators? And you've done Condor, right? You have a stick and rudders and stuff? With that? Yeah, so you understand how this all works. All right. Well, I'm going to climb in the back seat then.
Wait, so turning right, I would put the right one in?
If you're turning to the right, you move the stick to the right and you give right rudder pedal down. And then when it gets to the bank angle you want, you put the stick back in the middle and the plane will stay in that bank. And you just keep going until you're ready to get out of the turn. You level the wings out by pushing the stick to the left and using the left rudder. We'll show you that when we get up there, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to climb in the back. In the meantime, you have a pre-launch checklist here. Start doing that as I'm climbing in. So read it out loud.
A, altimeter and trim set.
Okay, so the altimeter should be set at 1,250 feet, which we did before we came out, but check it again.
1,250.
Okay. Trim, we just set that, so we're good to go on that.
B, ballast.
Lots and lots of it. We got it. But that's also to make sure that you didn't forget to put it in if you needed it. It's just to remind you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Belt.
Belt. So I'm getting belted in here. I'll tell you as soon as I'm belted in. Okay, I'm belted in. So what's next?
C, controls.
Grab a hold of that stick.
Got it.
Okay? Move it to all four corners. And as you do, look out at the wings. Make sure the ailerons are moving. Move it to all four corners.
Whoa.
Looking at it, right? Like that. And if you can, look over your shoulder and see the elevator move up and down. Can you see that? If you can't, see that move up and down as we can? So that's what you're checking. Make sure everything's moving the way it's supposed to. It's not hanging up on anything, like maybe a seat belt or something. Everything is free to move and not going to get hung up, okay?
All right.
What's next?
Cable.
Okay, cable. Steve here.
This thing's called the cable, of course. We usually give you a chance to see that it looks like it's good and it's serviceable and healthy. So, you know, like no knots in it and no cuts.
Okay.
Looks good. Looks brand new to me, as a matter of fact.
Okay. Now he's going to ask you to open up the release, and when you do, you're going to pull that red knob, okay?
Open.
So pull the knob open, pull it hard, all the way back. Got it?
There we go. Now you can close it. Now that closed, so what we should do is test it. I'll pull it.
Okay, pull it hard, Eric. Pull the red knob, pull it hard. There you go.
Now we know it works, so that you don't have to be attached to the coupling all day.
Okay, now he's going to have you do it again.
Open. Okay, perfect. Close. Good.
Okay.
Now I'm going to make sure it pulls. See? It's secure.
Okay, what's next on your list?
Canopy close and lock.
Okay, so let's go ahead and close the canopy. All right, and push the lever forward so it's locked. Okay, now it's always a good idea just to push on the canopy a little bit with your hands to make sure it's locked. Just gently, don't hit it hard because you can break it. Okay, what's next?
Dive brakes.
Okay, so take that dive brake handle over there, push it all the way forward, and then rotate it up till it stays up. Like that. They're good. That's locked. All right. Now what?
Direction of wind.
So we got a little bit of a tailwind. I can show you how we do that later, but we got a little bit of a tailwind. All right.
Okay.
Now what?
Emergency procedures.
All right. If we have an emergency and we have to come back to the airport, we want to think about that before we take off. Wind can affect it. People on the airport, whatever. Right now, there's no one here. But so I'm going to say, if we have an emergency right now, we'll be going to the left. Once we reach 200 feet above the ground, we can make a turn and come all the way back to the airport. Otherwise, we'll be either landing on the runway straight in front of us if we have enough room, or we'll be going off to the left somewhere and landing off in the left, okay?
All right.
All right. Now what?
Traffic.
No, that's landing, so we're done, right?
Right.
All right, 10:57.
Oh yeah, that's pre-landing.
Okay, let's go ahead and start this puppy up. All right, so I have the controls for takeoff and tow.
Okay. But you tell me when to do the red thing, right?
I'll let you know. Yep.
All right.
All right, rope is taut. All right, so we're going to look around left and right, make sure no one's around. All right, give me a thumbs up. All right, again, look left and right. Now, my signal to him to ready to go is we'll give him 3 rudder wags. And away we go. rowdy, and I want you to be able to fly this. So we're going to get out of this rough, rowdy air here.
Alright, good. I don't like that.
Alright, let's get a little better here. Alright, so then, why don't you go over there and grab that stick. Okay, now, if you just ease the stick forward a little, push it forward, look outside, don't look at the instruments. If you push the stick forward till we speed up, pull it back, we slow down. If you want to turn to the right, we'll push the stick to the right, give it some right rudder. When we get where we want, put the stick back in the middle. Now to stop the turn, we'll put in some left stick, level it out like that, okay? So you've got the control through, let's turn it to the left. Don't let the nose come up. Right, like that, alright? Let's turn it to the left. Turn it to the left, alright? Want to get away from this rowdy air to get you flying this thing a little bit here. Alright, now you got the controls again. Look out forward, look to the front. See the nose coming out? Then we're going to slow down if you do that. We don't want to fly too slow, because then the plane will stop flying. So pull back a little bit now. Nose down a little, right there. So look outside, look forward. You see how little itty bitty changes? See that nose come up? Now you see it go down?
Yep.
You want to try to keep that nose right there, okay? Now, let's turn it to the right. Push the stick to the right. There you go. Now, keep it turning, keep it turning. There you go. Okay, let's stop the turn now. Let's level the wing. Level it out. Don't let the nose come up. Alright. Now, we're actually climbing here. Look at that. Let's circle to the... Well, we don't got to circle. Okay. So then, let's turn it to the left. Don't let the nose drop. Look forward. Look forward. Look straight ahead. There you go. Hold it right there, right? There. You got the controls again. Alright. So now we're getting down to where we need to think about landing. We got off early because it was rowdy. So we're going to have a whole lot of time in the air here. So you got a pre-landing checklist there in front of you on the other side. If you were the takeoff checklist was, pre-landing one. So let's go through it.
Okay.
Start reading it out. I got the controls while you read it off.
Traffic.
Okay, looking for traffic. We got the tow plane on the runway. Okay, what's next?
Wind, dur, and bell.
What's that?
Dur and bell.
Wind, direction, and velocity. We're going to be having a headwind on landing.
Okay.
Alpha traffic, fighters, 900 CRs, and then a right 35. So one right to the Delta. Okay? Now what?
Runway choice.
We're going to be landing on 11 right.
Okay.
Okay?
Gear down.
Gear down and welded. Okay?
Spoilers.
Reach over there, grab that spoiler handle.
Got it.
Rotate it down, now pull it open. Pull it back.
All the way.
All the way back. Now look out there. See the spoilers are open? Alright, now close it. Alright. What's next? We're going to fly at 60, which is where we're at right now. Alright, now, why don't you get on the controls with me here?
Okay.
Okay? Now, see what I'm doing is I got the nose down lower than before because we need to keep the speed up. Okay? You keep the nose right there, Eric. Alright? Keep it right there. Don't let it... You got the controls, Eric. Right there. Alright. Traffic. Good. The high. The spoilers. Now, we're looking back at the airport, and the airport's about 45 degrees behind us. So now we're going to make a turn to the right. Super bank turn to the right. And fly our base leg. Now, once you take us and line us up with the runway, turn us to the right and line us up with that runway. Don't pull the nose up. Line us up on the runway there, Eric.
Got it.
Keep us on for the runway. It's a good lesson. You did a good job up there.